All right. It's a new day. What is it? 239. So yeah, a couple things have changed. I have been making some of the honey glazed chicken. So first of all, I want to show a couple of things that I did. I added this little table here and some of these. What are these called? Where are they? The carved dark wood dividers. I just thought it framed it a little nicely. I'm planning on putting some kind of trophy up here, but I don't know what yet. So, if you have any suggestions about what should go up there, let me know. I just thought it filled a little bit more of the space. I'm still going to be adding things here and there and decorating and doing all that. I guess we'll do this first. You may hear the little chicks in here, and I added a little chicken coop of sorts. So it's just a small building, and I used the wood shutters with a little bit of an extra gap to make a little double doors just to make sure they don't get out, right? And yeah, it's got one of these little hanging braziers right about there. Keeps it warm enough in this, I guess, in this build. And all you really have to do is, set an egg down in a place where it's warm and safe. And this is probably one of the easier ways to set a fire up in here because they can walk into some of the fire. So, like, if you're setting up a place for these to hatch, just keep that in mind. All right, block off the fire. If you're doing one on the ground, or just put one of these in. And yeah, they eat any kind of seeds. This one keeps pushing me around. So I just happen to have a lot of turnip seeds on hand, so I'm using those. One moment. All right, OBS loves telling me that I'm not recording when I actually am, which is cool and great. So, you can just set them up with some seeds, and it can be, vegetable seeds. It can be any kind of tree seeds. So if you got a lot of like beech tree seeds or something from wood farming, that'll work just nicely. And as long as there's a nearby fire, those eggs will hatch. Yeah, let's see. Around here, I added a couple nice touches to the boar pen. They've got some little seed plants just hanging out because they look nice and colorful. I think it breaks stuff up a little bit and makes things look a little bit nicer. I also placed a bunch of these beehives out here, so we can start getting a bunch of honey. A lot of them were placed over by the initial house over there. So yeah. Now here, this little centerpiece. I felt like this was a pretty big open room, and I was also running out of some storage in some of these chests. So I decided I had set. I guess I made the separate meals and meads. Then I went with the separate berry containers, the vegetable containers. I'm splitting it up even more. Now I placed some of the feasts from the Bog Witch update on this sort of makeshift table. We've also got a meat platter, which is something from the Mistlands, which we're just kind of getting into. I just put a couple of different meals and meads around, just to kind of make it look nice. But this is holding 8 different reinforced chests down here, so we've got plenty of room for whatever stuff we're trying to carry at the time. And I have been farming some of the Mistlands mushrooms, so we should actually cook these up. Oh no! Well, got extra coal from that. That's why. That's why you don't start recording when you've just left food in the oven. I guess, well, rip. So, yeah. I may end up moving those chickens too, depending on whether or not I find them annoying. Maybe we'll ask. We'll do a poll. Should I move the chickens far enough away? But yeah, with that you can make the honey glazed ham, or honey glazed chicken, which is just chicken meat, honey, and the Jotun puffs. And that's going to be a pretty good food. And along with the mist hair supreme and the salad, which is made very easily. Where is it? Here. Jotun puffs, onion, cloudberries. You get 3 for every craft, which is pretty good. Oop. Make sure we pull everything out. So let's do a little food upgrade here. We'll just do this, you know? I have a bunch of spare food in here too, just so I can have it when I'm running around doing random projects. Put this back in here. I've been prepping some extra meats, some stamina, some fire resistance. Just because I know, like, I'm going to be popping that here and there for the, we'll just put the coal in there. I'm going to be popping that here and there for help against the Yalls, because they do fire damage, and I kind of don't want to just get murdered immediately. We'll eat that, and we'll get our new stats, I guess. Then we'll head into here. I made a couple of changes to the portal hub. I've added a few carpets, and I've also set up some tables and chairs. I might put something on these tables. I don't know quite what yet. And I also added up here, this is a little exploration portal just for further into the Mistlands. I did put a little bed up here with a hot tub and just some comfort items by it so that you can, you can sleep while you're in here. Added some curtains there to that part. But yeah, I think we're just gonna go right on in to the right back into that infested mine. I've taken away some of the stairs here. I've just placed a stone cutter and just yoinked the black marble. Oop. And I've been planting my mage caps and Jotun puffs just on the side here, because this is the access that I have. Really, this is only like good foothold. I have that other portal, but that's just me running around. So I guess let's just jump in here. It should be a little bit easier now that we've got some better food. Oh hey, how's it going? Did you hear that? Yeah, come over here if you can. Oop, that is a 1 star. Oh, and this is something I'm going to be doing a lot of times, I feel like. Ooh. Doesn't want to do it? Okay. This one will probably fly clear through, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. You don't want to fly over here? Make my life easier? Oh, there's a tick. Nice. Well, if it's not flying over here, I'm just going to shoot at it. Because I really don't want to... Oh. Nice. If it's not just flying over here, I don't want to, like, fight it right by this hole if I can avoid it. But I might not be able to avoid it. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I mean, I do take a little bit more physical damage with this armor, which might be an oversight. But it's the new updates, the newest updates armor, so I gotta use it, you know? I can't just let that go. I think, yeah, we explored this little section last time. Although it looks like stuff does kind of respawn in here. Which is good to know. But yeah, we went through here. We don't need those sausages. Oh! I've been jump scared. But yeah, I guess some of the stuff respawns, and also these royal jelly deposits also respawn, which is good. Because you use those to make food. I guess I wanted to clear out the first level before I did too much else. And that is a tick with stars. All right, I need to walk. I need to run out of here. Over that. Oh, nope, I fell down. I can't consume that right now. We're gonna bone mass to get rid of that downside of the armor. Ooh. Get rid of that. Miss. Okay. Cool, I guess. Oh, we got a seeker trophy. I suppose that's new. Oh, okay. Let's bring you over here, I guess. All right. Yeah, these can be like a real pain to clear out, and they're one of the few things, like, I'm usually very careful when I play, and these mines are some of the few places that I've actually, like, died in a lot of my other just random single player runs that I've been doing. Like, even if you know what you're doing, right? Even if you've got a bajillion hours, right? These are one of the first places it's like, yeah, if you mess up here, you're kind of dead. So it's something you gotta watch pretty close. All right, I guess we go down these stairs. Okay. That's behind that. Okay. They drop royal jelly, these Seeker Brood. And you can get some of those in the raid, so I guess that's one way to get it. If you want to be real precise, you can actually just shoot these. If you are real precise. You have to aim a little bit down sometimes. Okay. Combine those. Okay. I think that's the top level pretty much completely cleared. So we're kind of just hanging out down here for now. We'll pick that up. And before we deal with that, we'll look in this room. Just got some ticks. And ticks that have stars will also deal a lot of damage very quickly. So you gotta really watch for those. Okay. We have this room here. This hidden door, of course. We do have some black cores, which is very nice. We have some money, which is kind of whatever. I guess I'll pick these up for now, but we don't really need them. And these are also doors, and they, honestly, it says Old Dverger Gate, and this was Hidden Door, right? This looks a lot more hidden, because it's got no writing on it. It's got no nothing. It looks genuinely more hidden than the actual hidden door, so... Oh, there's a 2-star tick in there. This isn't good. I don't like it. I don't like it here. I don't like it here. I want to stay the heck away from that thing. It's okay, we got this. It's easy. Yeah. Okay. Both of those parries are missing. Yeah, you want to hit me again? Wow. That attack comes in way sooner than it seems like it would. So yeah, maybe you open a door and then 2 1-star ticks, a 2-star tick, some other ticks, and 2 seekers fly out at you. And yeah, that's not great. It's not in my top 5. Okay. Guess we'll head through there, right? That's still behind that wall. We haven't gone that way yet. Okay, yeah. This just leads back into this room. It all connects. We've got, what, 2 regular seekers in here? Roughly. They're doing a bad job of body blocking each other. Conveniently for us. Okay. And we're starting to run out. Oh, you know what? I'm going to equip this. Because we don't really need the Wisp Light where we are. At least not while we're in the dungeon. And the area of Mistlands that we're in doesn't have a ton of mist. So we're going to ignore that for now. Okay, this... Okay, that's a regular seeker. So I'll allow that, I guess. Of course, there's more. Alright, okay. It dead-ended. So I guess we got this way to go so far. It's so weird that they can't just, you know, at least see you from beyond that door. Or this vine. Look, it literally doesn't care. Anyway, that's a 1-star. They're kind of bluish purple. If you ever see one that's like basically bright red, those are terrifying. They are 2 stars. I would just run. I would not try to engage it in a melee fight unless you really know what you're doing and you can really roll on all the timings. Got another one of these wooden doors here. And what's right on the other side of the door but a tick? Get parried, nerd. Alright. Yeah, we're filling up on stuff too. Look at that. That was 2 ticks of damage from a 1-star tick. That's insane. Now the 2-star one is also insane. Okay, so that's broken, and that was all that was in there. Which is very cool. Now, if this is everything, which I'm not 100% sure it is quite yet, then we're going to have to find another mine to go to before we can really make much of anything. Because I think we need 5 black cores. And, you know, this is helped by the fact that we have the double resource rate. We get 2 every time we pick up one. But they can still be really scarce. So, yeah, we just don't have that. It's not in the cards. All right, let's head up. Yeah, we might as well grab this. At least what we can carry of it. We've got a lot of stuff, but nowhere really to go now. So I think I might just sail somewhere. Because I've looked around this, at least most of this Mistlands right here. Oh, we got a hair. But to give you an idea, I've gone around this whole area, and maybe I approach from over here and see what's down here. But there's nothing else there, and I heard a yawl, so I'm now leaving. But there isn't anything else there. So I guess we'll take that home, right? That's kind of how you want to deal with those. You want to be slow and careful. Or you will almost certainly die. As I have many times. Well, not a lot, but I don't know. A decent bit. Mistlands is a big difficulty spike. And Ashlands will also be a big difficulty spike. Okay. So, we've got all this. We can't quite... Where we've been putting the Mistlands stuff. It's in here. I guess we'll keep that in here too. The gold we can put back in there. And we can put some of this away. And some of this. Okay. We can check these. Yeah, we can tap those. Very cool. We'll take these. Refill those. Put away the excess that we don't need. And... I mean, I guess we... What? There's the Mistlands over here. I'm trying to remember where exactly my other portal thing is. My other mist portal. I think it's somewhere over here, actually. So maybe I head out of that and see. But... I don't know. What's the easiest way of doing that? Honestly, the easiest way is probably spawning at Yoggoth and running like straight west. So we might just do that. We'll just do that. Make it simple. Although, you know what? We're going to need portal materials for that. So maybe let's just try grabbing up this last portal that we have. We'll grab up the... Yeah, we'll grab up the second one. That one's going to be kind of a pain to get, because we have to swim. So, we'll take this portal, and we'll pick it up on the way out the other side. This is Mist 2. Oops. Okay. Yeah, we found a couple of these Dverger homes, which, you know, eventually we'll want to deal with, but right now I'm just looking for more black cores so that I can actually, you know, do some of the crafting. Because a lot of the crafting is locked behind having black cores. I think I heard a seeker somewhere. Yep. Ears. Ears are very important in the Mistlands. Since you can't see, here. And turn your volume up, you know? Oh. Let's run away from that. And also, you know what I just realized is we don't have any music playing. Sometimes I turn music off for a little while, just while I'm doing other stuff, because I've got something else pulled up in another tab I'm listening to. Okay, we got a fueling chasing after a wabbit. Very funny. Yeah, you know what? Let's get the music back on. And I start recording and I forget to turn on the music. What did you see? You didn't see nothing? Okay. So yeah, we'll head in a southerly direction. And we'll try to enter at a different spot and see what we get. But yeah, I think... hey, you stay away from him. I was about to say, I think the mist just doesn't look too great when it's like weird blobs like that. Like, it looks a little bit odd. You know, there are mods you can use to clear the mist, but it is, you know, it is a gameplay element, and I don't want to really be adding... I don't want to be adding mods that are going to be altering gameplay very much. Just kind of reducing the grind and just having it for convenience is the only real thing I want to add anything for. I'm trying to, you know, just have some conveniences, but keep things as vanilla as possible. Because I don't want to be, you know, running around doing things that someone's going to see and not be able to go run around and do. I guess if they want to play the vanilla experience. Yeah, we'll just head further south. I know there's a little bit of black forest between here and the mist, but we'll see just how it gets. Oh, we got some stones over here. Is there a Vegvisir telling me where the very nearby boss location is? No, of course not. Why would there be? Get away from me. Okay. So we've got plains, black forest, swamp, mistlands. We've got kind of a lot over here. But yeah, it looks like the mistlands does continue on here quite a ways, which is good news for us. And the mist overlaps quite a bit with the surrounding biomes, so the entrance is always going to be pretty, yoink. It's always going to be pretty spooky if you don't have a clear area. Okay, maybe let's try this side. Looks a little more promising. Yeah, double resources with some of those is pretty crazy. Okay, that's pretty cool, I suppose. The music's very nice. Use my spam jumping. This is actually a really mist clear spot, mist free. I might kind of just put a mark on this, like, clear. Sure, I guess. Yeah. It's a very clear spot. But our goal is finding more of those infested mines, because as soon as we can find some more of those... Actually, I think these rocks touch. They sure do. Is that one? No, this is just a Dverger settlement. It's actually very well defended. I want to put a little house icon over by that. DV for Dverger. But yeah, it's another thing we'll be hitting up eventually. That's a perfect base area to just take over if I ever felt inclined to do so. Because that looks great. Okay. Got one of these bridges up here. Yeah, this whole area looks fantastic. Like, I could base on that island too and have a bridge over to here. And we could have some boats hanging out in here. This whole area is pretty cool, I think. So, let's head off into the mist a little bit. Oh, okay. Is that a... Oh, it is. All right. That one has a star. We might want to stay clear of it, honestly. I'm on. I'm gonna trigger bone mass. Oof. This is it's a tough. You want to step away from it. If you can't parry anything, you really want to step away. Yeah, it's got a bite, it's got a headbutt, and it's got a two-step. So the thing about the two-step, right, is you can always roll the first hit. But you're gonna get hit by the second one. Ooh, yep. That was with bone mass. Oh, it's fine. It usually cycles between these. Yep. Yep, and now do the, yep, double stomp. Okay, so the weak spot on those guys is the Heine, which is a technical term. And, you know, so you'll deal the most damage to them there, although they do like to circle you quite a bit, or they'll turn. But if you jump in at the right timing after that little double stomp, right? Or if you catch them when they're roaring, you can get a window in and deal some damage. I think they are weak to pierce, which this is. So that's pretty cool. Oh, that looks like an infested mine right there. If that's not one of those houses, it doesn't have any lights on in it, you know? That looks promising. But I'm probably going to want to head around here somehow. You got a lot of spiky rocks. You got a lot of water. You got a lot of giant Minecraft ghasts and ticks and cockroaches. So it's a whole thing. Probably want to cross over here, but is there something over here we can see? If there's anything else this away? We should probably portal back soon to sleep because we don't want to be caught out here. We don't want to be caught out at night. Because the nighttime is very dangerous. Okay, best bring that back out. Oh? Hold on. That's another one, just like the places we've been. Wonder how quick we can make our way around to that. Oh, and here we go. This is something that, this is one of the things. I might just stick a portal here. That's one of the things that I've been waiting to find that I haven't been able to quite yet. But let me just put this down so that we can hightail it out of here when we're ready. Put this over here, and I might find some ticks down here. Is a giant skeleton. I just want to get on the, I just want to get up here on the, okay. Now its rib cage is right there, and that is the skull. And we've got some stuff in the skull that we're looking to get. Quit that. Quit that. I rolled and was still on me. Alright. So, at some point, we gotta mine this guy's brains out. Because we will then grind it up and make magic out of it. Because that's what you do when you find a giant skeleton. You know, it's just normal stuff. But we'll get to that eventually. I want to see. Yeah. Honk shoe, me. Honk shoe, me. Refresh our rested buff. Get the night over with. And we'll be able to head right back out. So I put this bed here. Although, let me, before I do that, hop down here. And ditch some of these things. You know, just so we have, let me place another chest then. Shoot. Just so we've got some more space. Okay. And we'll head right back out. We will try and set this portal up right where that other dungeon is, if we can. Yeah, that's cool. Missed 2. Okay. Okay. So we've got that marked. I don't know. It says there's land there. Let's get a bit of a vantage point. Those rocks are also really cool. That'd be a great place to build a base. Up on top of one of those platforms. Maybe you build a couple things on a couple platforms and you spiral the way up, you know? It'd be pretty neat. Okay, but we're mostly... Oh, we can slide down this. You always try to hug a wall you're sliding down so you don't just fall down it. Let's get a different vantage point. If we can. Okay, very cool. So pretty. Okay. We might be heading a little off course, but it's good to know that there's this much mistlands around. Could slide down this and head over here. Come through here. Yeah, and it's right over this side. So yeah, we've successfully gone around. Just have to head down here without taking too much fall damage. And we'll certainly have to deal with a couple seekers at the entrance here. Youch! Oh! See, they can really just come out of nowhere. You miss one parry. And you almost lose it all. Right, this is pretty nice. I'm liking the look of this. Let's set up our precariously placed workbench. And our portal the heck out of here. And shoot, I guess we'll head in. No reason not to. Okay. Looks like we want to head off to the right first. And I can hear there are a couple... Yeah, there's a Seeker soldier. Oh. That Seeker sees me. Walk forward. Yeah, okay, I finally got one to land in this room. Okay. Come here. Quit hanging out over there. Why are you flying so much? Land already, will you? Okay. Just take it slow. Watch for holes in the floor. Oh, we got a friend on its way. Oh, hello. Of course, we got a couple. Yeah, that door is gonna be a problem. Where did they go? Oh. I think, yeah, that other one is flying here. If we fall down there, we probably just get killed, is my guess. So we're gonna try not to do that. This door, I think, doesn't that door just open up to the... Yeah, this just goes around. Oh. What does that go around? Oh. Hold on. Let's think this through. Oh, there's a seal breaker fragment at the end of the hall there. Okay, yeah, that's blocked off. That's cool. That's good. I am glad about that. Yeah, you can't hit those for some reason. Certain angles. Yeah, and this just ended up going over to that, right? Yeah, those stairs. Okay. Well, let me get rid of these because I don't want them here. Let's hop into here. Take this seal breaker fragment. Yeah, no, this ain't looking too great. There are a couple of seekers down there. Come on. Yeah, some of these in like the earlier game armor just seem really tedious. Like it's, I don't know, maybe it's, oh, we can hit it. Maybe it's probably a better experience to use padded armor, right? Instead of just doing this. But, you know. We're gonna use the new stuff. Oh. Out of money. Did it die from poison? I think it might have. Yeah, okay. Phew. Aren't these places unsettling? Should we open this? Sure. Why not? It just led in a circle. Very cool. And that leads us over there. This leads us here. What's in here? Got 2 seekers. If it doesn't want to fly. Okay, I think I can head down. Take care of this one. What's... Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, definitely one of the more unsettling dungeons. And one of the harder ones. Okay. I guess we either... I guess there's no real place to go. Except, you know, down here or opening the gate. And I feel mildly terrified about opening the gate, but I'm going to do it anyway. Can it get up here? Let's get rid of that. We just do this. Back up. Try to shoot it in the butt when we can. Oops. Come back here with more arrows. This is the episode where I rage bait a seeker soldier. Death by 1,000 needle arrows. Come on. Come on. Oops. Alright, cool. Yeah, you should go for 2 hits between those if you're using this weapon. Okay. Well, that's that dealt with. Just give me some black cores, please. That's all I want. You know, I could honestly end the episode happy if I get just a couple of those. Alright, what fresh hell is in here? A seal breaker fragment. Cool, sure, I guess. Oh, look at that. There's a black core. Can you see me? You can't see me. Oh, but there's a 1-star tick and a seeker and 2 regular ticks and there's a seeker soldier. Yeah. Hey guys, how's it going? Is there a... Oh. Did you see me? I probably shouldn't have done that, actually. Yeah, that's gonna be this other door. So, the plan is... open this and run. And don't fall through a hole in the floor, whatever you do. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Huh? No? Oh! Let me out. Alright, come on. Alright. Now, if I can... just get the attention of these fellas. Yeah. Okay, okay. I kind of want the attention of everything but you, sir. But fine, sure. You wanna come follow me through here? I don't like being in this open area. Can you get through even? Can you walk through there, sir? Come on. Yeah, I know you could. Oh, and you got some ticks over there too. Nice. Everybody gets led to the front door so I can serve them cheese. Yeah, we are gonna need more arrows probably. Okay, we took care of that tick at least. Oh. Cool. Can I parry this? Oh. Let's not try to parry that. Let's try to parry to one of these. Can I parry that? Oh, I can. Very cool, actually. He sent me outside. I just want to get rid of that. If I can get rid of that tick, I can just 1v1 him. Where's that tick? Where's that tick at? There. Get out of here. Alright, is it just you? Okay. Alright. Very cool. Anybody running around here? Maybe something downstairs. Oh. Hello? Okay. This is very cool and exactly what we need. I can ditch any one of these, really. We're going to be getting a lot of seeker meat. Okay. So that's very cool. Honestly, for right now, I'm going to head back with that, and we're going to start to make some of the stuff that we can make of you know, the Mistlands items. We're just going to do that for right now. Please. I think I just just too recently exited a portal and it was like, nah. Or exited the dungeon. Okay. What do we want to take back? I guess we can take back some of this, more of these. Take back this. Put this on. Take this. Yeah. Alright, let's head back home. Loot in tow. And I'm going to have to work out exactly where we're going to put all this, right? First of all, let's sleep. Honk shoo me me me. Because we've got some new stuff available to us with that. Okay. Got some seal breaker fragments. We've got a whole bunch of stuff. We'll put this in here, that in there. We'll put the rest of this away just to clear out our inventory. Nope, here. Yep. Okay. So, I guess we have a tick trophy. What we can make now is the Black Forge. So maybe I'll end up just putting this against this wall instead and rearranging where the hearth is. I can break this because we don't really need a stone cutter there. And right now we're going to put the Black Forge there. We'll put the stone cutter somewhere else, I guess. Sure. We'll just stick it against the wall. So you're gonna notice a lot of things popping by. We now have access to a few different things. So not a ton right now. We'll have to wait for some other things, but we can make the Arbalist, which is pretty cool. There's the Skull and Haughty. There's the Carapace Spear. This is kind of like a double knives kind of a situation, which we might as well make, honestly, because, like, it's relatively cheap. We can make bolts now. This is the first time we have access to a, what is it? Crossbow. And it's pretty useful, but it's honestly better to have a bow on you because you can draw and fire a lot more easily. Yeah, these you have to... You know what? I'm going to make one. Just because we kind of want to. And we... do we make a Carapace Spear? Carapace Spear could be pretty good, but does this do pierce? It does do pierce. It does half pierce, so maybe we are just okay with that. It is not a fist's weapon, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure this scales off of your knife skill. So we won't have any benefit that these have. And you'll notice this is just a tier 1. They're pretty good. Block armor is a lot better than one of these fist weapons is. And having a block armor of 24, right? With the 6 times... Oh, it's 6 times backstab. It only has 4 times parry bonus. So it's only around 100 block armor if you parry. So that's useful to know. But we might try some of that. And I assume that gets better as we upgrade it. I wonder how many... We just made it so we don't have any of the... Can we make them? Question mark. Can we make one of these? We need copper. Okay, well that's an easy fix. And we'll want to make the Crom just because it's a giant sword. And that's funny. But yeah. Skull and Haughty. It's a little knife and sickle. And... Oop. My bad. Anyway, it does very quick damage. And it's even got a little jump attack, much like the other knives. And I might honestly try giving some of these a go. And I think we're gonna replace these at some point. Honestly, what's the okay? So what's the block armor on this? Like, if I have 8 block armor, right, and I have a parry bonus of 6, okay, that's gonna be, what is that? What is 8 times 6? 4 times 6, 24. Double that, 48. So it's got 48 effective, like, parry armor. If I'm creating a stat, like, you parry and you negate roughly 50 damage, right? With these, even at level 1, with a 4 times parry bonus and 24 block armor, you're negating nearly 100. So you're able to parry like about twice as heavy a hit if I'm understanding the math right. So honestly, we might just retire these and go off of this for a little bit. We can't quite make the new armor. I believe we need some stuff from our Dverger friends to be able to deal with that. And we're going to need to mine that skeleton that we found. I may end up moving, so that other portal that I have, where's that other thing? Okay, anyway, it's the new dungeon is over there somewhere. The new mine is over here. So this portal, I'm probably going to end up trying to take that. I do have a way around. I kind of mined around some of the rocks and flattened the ground. So I have a way around here. And we're going to probably head to one of these two Dvergr settlements in the next episode. And I'll show you two different methods of dealing with them without, you know, ticking them off. Because some of them are wizards, some of them are rogues. And I usually pick the easier route, which is kind of cheesing it a little bit. One of them involves a cart and the other one involves a pufferfish, which I'm pretty sure we still have, if I didn't accidentally get rid of it. I don't know. Maybe it's in here somewhere. Or maybe I did get rid of it, which would be unfortunate. So we'd kind of have to just use the cart method. Maybe I'll get a pufferfish until then. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, we have this, which I should show you. What am I loading this with? This is loaded? With what? Yeah, exactly. You're out of bolts. Let's just make a few carapace bolt because we can. And it does 72 pierce. Yeah, why don't we make a stack of these? If, you know, inventory clutter wasn't already an issue. Oh, and of course we get the little one extra. Exactly the worst time to get one extra. Let me show off the arbalist. It's so funny. And I want to find a troll. I really want to find a troll. Because it could be so funny. What are we looking for? Elder, maybe? Actually, I don't know where the unnamed portal goes. I forget where it goes. Okay. Yeah, it's this way. Is there a troll anywhere? There's a skeleton, but is there a troll? I don't know. I don't think there will be a troll, unfortunately, but I still can show you what this does. Anyway, you have to wait to load it. And it's loaded. So if it's loaded and I've got bolts on me, right? It's ready to go. But if I put it on my back and I take it out, I'll need to reload it again. And if I start sprinting while that loading happens, it resets it. So you got to make sure one of them is fully loaded. And you hear that noise before you start sprinting again. And what this does... Hey. It's just a lot of damage. So what is this? 56 pierce, 20 poison, and of course there's some damage involved with the needle arrow, which is 62. This 200 pierce. Now I have a low crossbow level, so the yellow numbers are more what I'm going to be seeing. But as you start to level, you notice like, what's a good example? Like the block armor stat. You notice the block armor, the yellow numbers are a little bit higher than the orange numbers. I think probably same thing with like fist weapons or something like that. But as you level with crossbows, which is now a new stat, right? Like I got wood cutting pretty high up there. But yeah. As you level it up, those numbers will get closer to the orange numbers. And I think they can even get past them. Although, don't quote me on that. I'm not 100%. It's so funny. It's such a funny weapon. And the reason I wanted to find a troll is because if you can manage to sneak up on a troll with one of these, like, not even leveled, if you got like one of the, what is it? You've got the carapace bolt, and you just dome that sucker without him seeing you, it just kind of one-shots him, and I think that's hilarious. Poor unfortunate soul who decided to live and breathe in the vicinity of me. Anyway, we are going to try to get some of those Dverger extractors in the next episode, and we're also going to mine that Jotun skull. I can't talk. The giant skeleton. We're gonna mine its brains, and that'll be, I guess, what we do in the next one. Because that's how we keep going. So yeah, I will see you in the next one, where I'm sure we will have more epic fun times in Valheim land. But till then, I'll see you later.